I see you looking at me. I'm ready to go with you if you want
Sexy.
me. 'Cause baby, there's no one that makes me smile the way that you do. You one of a kind. If you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need. Baby, just take my hand.
I like how it's going down right here, baby. Word up, tone touch, come on.
Baby, if you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need.
Shout out the whole,
Baby, just take
the
my
whole
hand.
world, man. Word up, bring it back, baby. Come on.
Honey, I see you looking at me. I'm ready to go with you if you want me.
Sexy.
'Cause baby, there's no one that makes me smile the way that you do. You one of a kind. If you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need. Baby, just take my hand.
I like how it's going down right here, baby. Word up, tone touch, come on.
Baby, if you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need.
Shout out the whole,
Baby, just take
the
my
whole
hand.
world, man. Word up, bring it back, baby. Come on.
Honey, I see you looking at me. I'm ready to go with you if you want me.
Sexy.
'Cause baby, there's no one that makes me smile the way that you do. You one of a kind. If you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need. Baby, just take my hand.
I like how it's going down right here, baby. Word up, tone touch, come on.
Baby, if you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need.
Shout out the whole,
Baby, just take
the
my
whole
hand.
world, man. Word up, bring it back, baby. Come on.
Honey, I see you looking at me. I'm ready to go with you if you want me.
Sexy.
'Cause baby, there's no one that makes me smile the way that you do. You one of a kind. If you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need. Baby, just take my hand.
I like how it's going down right here, baby. Word up, tone touch, come on.
Baby, if you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need.
Shout out the whole,
Baby, just take
the
my
whole
hand.
world, man. Word up, bring it back, baby. Come on.
Honey, I see you looking at me. I'm ready to go with you if you want me.
Sexy.
'Cause baby, there's no one that makes me smile the way that you do. You one of a kind. If you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need. Baby, just take my hand.
I like how it's going down right here, baby. Word up, tone touch, come on.
Baby, if you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need.
Shout out the whole,
Baby, just take
the
my
whole
hand.
world, man. Word up, bring it back, baby. Come on.
Honey, I see you looking at me. I'm ready to go with you if you want me.
Sexy.
'Cause baby, there's no one that makes me smile the way that you do. You one of a kind. If you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need. Baby, just take my hand.
I like how it's going down right here, baby. Word up, tone touch, come on.
Baby, if you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need.
Shout out the whole,
Baby, just take
the
my
whole
hand.
world, man. Word up, bring it back, baby. Come on.
Honey, I see you looking at me. I'm ready to go with you if you want me.
Sexy.
'Cause baby, there's no one that makes me smile the way that you do. You one of a kind. If you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need. Baby, just take my hand.
I like how it's going down right here, baby. Word up, tone touch, come on.
Baby, looking at me. I'm ready to go with you if you want
Sexy.
me. 'Cause baby, there's no one that makes me smile the way that you do. You one of a kind. If you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need. Baby, just take my hand.
I like how it's going down right here, baby. Word up, don't touch, come on.
Baby, if you roll with me, then you will see I'm all you need.
Shout out the whole
Baby, just take my hand.
world, man. Word up. Bring it back, bring it back.
Ringekyo Nam Yo 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 Ringekyo
What's good? Let's do a sound check. Who can hear me? Where they at? Are we good? Mic check one. Come here. Who with me? Everybody there? Let me get my stuff right here. Let me get my because I got a long one. Got a good one and a long one today. I'm gonna go all the way. I'm gonna run this marathon. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna pause. Not that I know of. If you can hear me, say yeah. I appreciate it, Crystal Hoskins, L Rock. I appreciate all those on YouTube, Facebook, X, everybody. John Love, what's good? DC, what's happening? DC, if you're with me. Alethea, there go my sister. We gonna argue to fight. We gonna fight and argue today. I hope she ain't in the salon because we gonna turn the salon upside all the way down. We gonna turn it all the way out. I got a good one today, I promise you. You ain't gonna like what I got to say about this one. But do you ever? Mama Bailey. Oh, I thought I was gonna have one of them. I thought I was gonna do something today that I could just let loose. But see, now I got those that raised me in the building. I can't say what I want to say, and I can't do it the way I want to do it. Remember how the old heads like James Brown and them be like, "Y'all want me to do what I can think? Do my thing." Yeah. Then when his family come in, he said he couldn't grab his crouch. He couldn't really get down and dirty. Teddy Pendergrass said that too. He said his mama would come to his shows. And he said that he couldn't give his best shows when his mother was there. And I'm like, damn, you've been singing in the church. Your mama used to watch you sing in the choir. Teddy was like, yeah, but I couldn't do what I do on stage with my mama there. He couldn't, when the panties was thrown up on the stage or the bras was thrown up on the stage, Teddy would grab them and do something with them. But when his mother was there and the panties was thrown on the stage and, and bras, Teddy Pendergrass would always act like he would do them like this. He would do like he would grab the panties like this with an ink pen and just be like, ugh. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't get that. Then I start understanding that there is a certain way you have to act in front of those that you respect when you're old. As you get older, they get older, you respect them. So you can't say and do everything you really want to do. So Mama Bailey up in here, and I was about to let loose on one today. I was about to let y'all have it. But somebody that I love and respect is in the building, and I don't know if I can pick it up with my pen and throw it off to the side. I don't know if I can do that. I mean, I don't know. We gonna try. We gonna see what happens. If she says something like, "No, I know how you are. Do what you do." If she say something like that, then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be on go. I'm gonna be on fleek, as we used to say. But if she's still in the building and she holding my hand, I'm gonna have to settle down on this one. As I told you yesterday, this is gonna be a short week. I am in Nashville, Tennessee tomorrow. I'm looking forward to going, but I'm not. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't got to a point in my age that 3 hours of anything is too far for me. Like I'm not driving past 3 hours. That's just too much for me. And flights, like when I go off to the West Coast, look, I'm a 2-hour guy. Don't take that the wrong way, ladies. I ain't got 2 hours in me for everything in life. But I'm just saying, I'm a 2-hour guy when it come down to traveling, that is, okay? And what I mean by that is this. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, Mama Bailey said, give it to him. Shut him off. Ain't that what Teddy used to say? Take him off. He would holler for the girls to take their shit off in the crowd, right? And when they took the shit off, Mama be over there in the corner. She would actually be in the audience, in the corner stage audience. And he would act like that shit was the wrong, like you screaming, take it off. You sound like if they don't take it off, you gonna rip it off of them. And then when they throw the shit out on the stage, he wanna act all, sensitive. to the panties and the brows coming on the stage. Come on, Teddy, you can't ask for it, and they deliver it, and then you act like you don't really want it. So Mama Bailey said, give it to him. That's what Teddy Pendergrass mama should have said. Give it to him, baby. They paid good money to come see you. And since the people in the front row of the Wyatt Live show right now, y'all sitting in the front row, you paid the best money, you paid good money to be here today. So I got to serve you. If you paid good money and you're in the first 15 rows of the show today, I'm going to serve you. I'm going to give you what you're looking for. I'm going to give you what you need. Take it off. All right, so listen. What was I saying? Oh, yesterday, I was telling you, yesterday I told y'all it's going to be a short week. I'm out tomorrow and Thursday. I hope to be back on Friday. It shouldn't be no problems. I'm a 2-hour guy on trips, man. All right? I'm a 2-hour guy on trips. I can't do 3 hours. That's the max. Like if I say 2 hours, you might be able to squeeze another hour out of me, 45 minutes or something. So this is what's happening. I'm driving to Nashville in the morning. I don't like doing that. I don't like driving to Nashville. I can fly to Nashville and be there in 45 minutes. But the problem is we're bringing my baby back home. We're bringing my baby back home from Nashville from the school year. Her year is up, and I'm glad that she's coming back home. She's already set up. My baby getting grown, y'all. She turned 19 yesterday. She set up her summer job or her volunteering / summer job with the Kroger company. Okay, she's in pharmacy. She's gonna get her doctorates in pharmacy, and she is already lined up. She's working for the Kroger company in Nashville, and they're going to transfer and do some things with her in the Cincinnati area during the summer. And I'm going to tell y'all something, family. I'm going to tell you something that we need to talk about a little bit more in our community. It's not going to come off too good. It's not going to come off like, it's going to sound like who got time for that? It's going to sound like we got shit to do with our money. But what we got to let our kids and what we have to make our kids understand in our community is how important volunteering is. Our children have to volunteer. That's the only way they're going to be able to rub shoulders and bump heads with people that are well beyond our pay grades. I'm not a doctor, okay? I don't have any connection. The only doctors I know are the ones that I go see, my dentist and shit like that. That's it. So I don't really have an inside track of being able to align my baby up with what she really wants to do in life. I don't know any of those people. So she's on her own at getting to rub elbows and bumping heads with those folks. So you got to understand, they're not going to do that in school. So they have to do it in volunteering. Y'all ain't going to want to hear this shit. White folks, white audience members, white family members of the Wyatt Live show, close your ears for 1 second. I'll be back. When I do this, y'all come back. All the white folks, close your ears. This is a behind the scenes conversation I got to have with some of my people that look like me. I'm just being honest. When I do this, y'all come back. Okay, they're gone. Now let me put y'all in on game. Family, we have to get our children to volunteer. White people do this all the time, and you always think that the reason why they getting something, doing something, and this and that is because of white privilege. It's not always white privilege. Most of the time, it's putting yourself in a position to win. It's putting yourself in a position, everything, you're not going to make money on everything. You're not going to make money on everything. There's more value in your baby being in the building than it is whatever check she can make. Now, let me ask you, I wouldn't send my baby to the to the pony keg to make $100 an hour over the summer. I'd let her work in the hospital for free. I'd subsidize that, damn it, because it ain't no hope in the damn pony keg. What's her future working in the pony keg? She gonna get her money up so she can do what? The real value is working in the industry, even if it means you're volunteering. The real value is being in the workplace, being in front of the doctors, the nurses, the people in that industry who you become friends with, become cool with. And even though you're not getting paid, that dollar amount per hour right there it's invaluable. Trust me. We got to stop looking for the bag now and set up some jabs. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? We got to stop looking for the big the home run shot, the undercut, the big overhand right. We got to stop looking for the bag and you got to set up some jab shots first. Okay, the bag will come. It'll come. But we got to start getting our children to volunteer. They don't have nothing to do with their money. Trust me. Volunteering is pivotal to a young person's career. Come on back. Come on back. It's free to hear now. It's free to hear now. I didn't say anything derogatory. I just wanted to put some people on some game. That's the secret to success when you're young. You can get in school, you can do all that old stuff, you can get to school, you can graduate and not know anybody. And now you just 320th in line with a college degree and have no inside track to a career. You just hope they hire your ass down at GE. You hope they hire you over at Kroger. You hope they hire you at Jergens. You hope they hire you, but you are in a line of thousands with a college degree or with the resume you have, whatever the situation may be. So it has to be something that follows you, that gives you a little bit of an edge, an inside track, because we all know, right? We all know. It's all about who you know. It's all about who you know. One of the things that my wife and I talked about when my children were young, say what you want to say about me, but it ain't too many connections in public school. I mean, shit. There ain't too many connections in public school. You ain't gonna sit next to Lil Ricky and Lil Ricky Daddy is the vice president of Jergens. It ain't gonna happen. You need your babies to be friends with the vice president of Jergens and the vice president of the fucking Kroger, and it's all about who you sit next to in school. Build those relationships. I know. Don't sound good, do it? It's the truth. It's the truth. Me and my wife used to say it all the time. My wife actually put me on that game. She said, it's all about who you sit next to. It's like that at the major universities as well. It's all about who you build relationships with. It ain't what you know. It's who you know. It ain't how much education you have. It's who gonna give you a chance with that education. Chances are it's all about a hookup. Some of us call it white privilege. I call it white hookup. Black people get the same thing. It's funny how we don't call it black privilege when it happens for us. We just be calling that shit a hookup. You know what I'm saying? It's a hookup. I got the hookup. I got the hookup. Ain't that black privilege? Tiffany Daniels, my sister, she got pulled over by the police a couple years ago. Remember that, sis? And he let you go. Black police officer let you go. He didn't give you no ticket. That was just a hookup, or was that black privilege because it was a black officer and y'all, he was like, okay, sis, sis, that's black privilege. As much as we want to deny it, it's cool. Nobody cares. Truth of the matter is, a lot of people reject the obvious and then want to just act like it never happens, or they just act like it's not a real thing. But it's real. It's real. All right, so look, today gonna be a good one. But I just wanted to let you guys know I won't be here for the next couple days. I'm a 2-hour guy. I'm driving to Nashville. I think, what is Nashville? Like 4 hours or some shit like that, 4.5 hours. I hate it. I was going to fly there, but I got to bring a lot of stuff back. So my wife has absolutely talked me into it the last minute. I had already had a flight. I'm Mr. My time is valuable. I'm Mr. MTV. My time is valuable. So I said to her, look, why don't we fly to Nashville and then we can just rent a car or a truck or something and bring all that shit back. And then, of course, my wife hit me with the guilt shit. the guilty shit. Well, I was figuring, Rand, I was figuring that, it's a good time. It's good. We've been going and you've been gone and we've been going in different directions. This is some good time for us to kind of bond and get, talk. And, we won't have the kids with us on the way. And see, when she start talking like that, fellas already know what it is. Okay, I'm going to cancel these flights. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what, I'm going to argue that? I'm going to argue with my wife that, no, baby, we don't need to spend no time together. Fuck all that. I can't do that, man. As much as it sounds like, a better plan that I have, I think her plan is the better plan at this point. Shit. If you married, you know what it is. If you're not married, then you probably don't know. But the truth of the matter is, man, shit, I canceled them flights. All right, because it made more sense. You know what I mean? But shit could get bad if the house is mad. Shit get bad. Okay, so I'm just saying, it is what it is. We're gonna talk about talk about that today, because I was gonna talk about this yesterday, but I ran out of time, and I'm gonna try to squeeze it all in as much as I can today. I'm talking a little fast because I'm reading comments. Let me say this: y'all don't understand what's going on this side of the camera. Y'all don't get it. I am not a radio station nor a big podcast company. I am reading shit all at the same time I'm talking. I've never done this in my life. I'm not a very good multitasker. Okay, I know I'm not. I mean, I hire people to do things for me in my business so I won't make the mistakes that I make on this show. It's more valuable over there, though. Bigger mistakes cost me more money over there on my professional end. However, I have never been a multitasker like I've learned to be doing this podcast. I can talk, read, I can stutter and read, flip the camera, do a lot of stuff all at the same time. I wish they would have had this shit out when I was 20. I'd be a master at it by now. It would probably help me in life to be able to, exercise my brain of doing all this multitasking. Shit, I could barely count to 10 when I was young without getting interrupted. I'm distracted easily. So I don't have what do they call it? I don't have a I'm easily distracted. And there's a thing for that. My attention span is weak. I was the type of kid that could read not even a chapter. I could read a paragraph and not know what I read. My attention span is horrible. And that's why I find it amazing. Y'all know I had this conversation about my kids the other day, and I said it's amazing how my daughters can read their books and they iPod and they phone, watch a series on TV, and say that they sitting there studying for an exam. I'm like, but you're getting good grades, so I can't holler about that. I mean, what am I gonna say? Put that shit up. You're getting A's on your test and stuff. I can't be mad. You probably cheating. You going to school cheating. You probably got cheat sheets better these days. Because we had to write the shit on our arm back in the day. I used to have to write the shit. I had paragraphs on my arms. Today you could get away with that shit because they would call them tattoos. But we didn't have tattoos when I was in school. That wasn't a big thing in our community back then. If you had tattoos when I was coming up, your ass wasn't going to school. That you was a street dude. Like, you didn't go to math class with tattoos all over your arm and shit. They were street dudes. So I mean, today you got little guys. I don't know why y'all letting y'all kids get tatted up at this young ass age. I don't get it. I see 16-year-olds with tats, homemade tats, and I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on with some of these parents. I don't get it. And the mamas be taking them to the malls and all that old shit to get it. Signing the consent form at 15 and 16 to get a tattoo. Mama, it ain't nothing but a squirrel. I just want a squirrel. I want a boxing glove. I want a squirrel. I want that. I want that. And I'm like, damn, these parents, boy, I tell you, they just do anything for their children. Anything for their kids. And then when the kid get out on the streets, he wearing certain clothes to show off his tattoos and shit. And then you wondering why people judging them. Or you wondering why, the police trying to tap them when they looking like a thug. Now, you could get mad at me all you want to, but reality is what reality is. I heard on the radio a few days ago, then I'm going to get into my topic. This would have been a 5-minute conversation for me when they were talking about tattoos on the face. The fuck? I mean, wait a minute. Here, let's start from the beginning. Damn, I got both my mama. I got three mamas in here. I got Mama Birch, I got Mama Deb, and Mama Bailey. It's gonna be rough. And I was just about to I was going to deep water on this one. Let's try it, see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let me take a sip. All right, let me just say this to you. I heard on the radio the other day, they were talking about a young lady. I'm assuming it was a young lady. They kept saying her, but you never know these days. Hers and hims and thems and all that old shit. You just never know who is who. I don't even know how to say things when I'm out sometime. Mama Deb said, go deep. All right. You asked for it. Take it off. All right. Yeah, I don't even know. Sometimes I'll be out and my kids look at me crazy. I'm sidetracking a little bit, but it's on point. They get mad at me because I say shit, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I still, as old as I am, I'm still respectful. I'm even respectful to a little 25-year-old little girl. If I hold the door and she say thank you, I'm gonna say yes, ma'am. All right, ma'am. I'm just that type of dude. I was raised on that type of respect. I don't care how old you are, you still a ma'am, sir. Yeah, all right, little dude. You know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. But my kids look at me crazy because they be like, you can't call her no ma'am. Like, we had a waitress a little while ago, and I didn't really think about the shit. It really was a little bit over my head. Now that I think about it, she was a little bit on the not manly, but she was dressed like a dude, and you know what I'm saying? She was coming, I ain't even look at it that way. She dropped the food off. She was well respectful, good waitress, and it was at the I don't know, it's some Italian restaurant. It's a little sister. And she dropped the food off. Everything was Gucci. It was all good. She was respectful, and I kept saying, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Can you get me some salt, ma'am? Can you get this? Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am. Kids kept looking at me, Dad. And I'm like, what? And they're like, you can't, it's binary. What do they call that shit? Binary or some shit? I don't even know what all this is. This shit got me confused. I don't know what to call nobody. I'm just being honest. I was like, yes, ma'am, the whole time. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes. All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Can you give me that extra fork? Thank you, ma'am. Extra sauce. Thank you, ma'am. And they think I'm being disrespectful by calling this individual ma'am. The world has changed, y'all. The world is so much change, and I'm not willing to change with it. Fuck that. Excuse me, mama. That's mama times 3. Excuse me. I'm not willing to change with that shit. I'm not going to change my principles and my morals. Because you don't know if I should be calling people boys or girls, it's and that's and them. I should be calling you them. You all of them. You a boy, girl, and you all of them. So fuck it. You them. That's the thing. You them. All right. Thank you, them. Thank you. That's how I feel sometimes. And my kids don't help. They make me out to be the bad guy. What am I supposed to say? Just thank you? I don't know. I ain't built like that. Okay, I'm learning to say just thank you. I'm learning to say thank you. It's crazy. It's crazy as hell. So, all right, let me take you where I was gonna go. I didn't really want to say this. It was gonna get a little messy and cloudy and messed up. But the world is changing, and I'm not willing to change with it. I was listening to the radio, and they were talking about this young lady who got a tattoo on her face. I don't give a damn if it's 1 teardrop, 5 drops, if it's a heart, I love you, mama, or if it's some shit that like Mike Tyson. It don't matter. You got a whole live ass tattoo on your face. What are you trying to do with yourself in life? Unless you're a tattoo artist, I mean, I get it. Unless you in the world of tatting, you in the world of selling motherfucking weed at the weed shop, and you selling pipes and blunts and shit like that at the weed shop, but you're never gonna get a job outside of certain thing, out of a certain field. You're just not gonna get it. Customer service is out of your league. That's not, you're not gonna get nothing in no respectable company for customer service. You can't work anywhere. Retail is pretty much dead for you. So this young lady applies for a job at, I believe, TJ Maxx. We talking TJ Maxx. Now, y'all know it had to be bad. I'm gonna say this shit without even seeing the young lady. You know, if somebody was half dead on a respirator, having a heart attack in the parking lot, and came in and filled out an application in TJ Maxx, they'd hire the motherfucker till they died. Like, if you can only give them 2 weeks, they gonna hire you at TJ Maxx. They gonna hire you at any of these retail shops. I don't care if the doctor told you got 30 days to live and you go fill out an application in TJ Maxx and you tell them you got 30 days to live. They're going to say, well, can you give us 28 of them? They so desperate to hire people. So you already know how crazy it must have been for this young lady to show up at TJ Maxx to get a cashier's job. She got a tattoo on her face and they tell her no. They said, nah, we cool. You can't work here. Now, this is a 5-minute conversation for me, for anybody that wants to debate it. I'm going to say what I say, leave it right there, and you can have whatever, you can pick it apart, do whatever you want to do. That's how I feel about it. But when you get your face tattooed and you think that people they owe you a job, you owe yourself before anybody owe you. Always remember that. I always live like that. Like, I owe myself dignity, pride, respect before I expect it to come from somebody. And to be honest with you, in my world, in my life, and this is just me, this is my opinion. Once I do my face like that, I've disrespected myself. That's just me. So how can I expect anybody to respect me when I don't respect myself? That's just how I feel. That's just me. You don't have to live by me. This is my opinion. So when somebody tells me, Mr. Wyatt, you can't come here and work because you're working in customer service, ringing people out, you represent our company and our company don't represent what's on your face. How can I possibly get mad at that shit? How can I get mad at that? I can't. I got to find somebody that is willing to let me work there, that allows me to I guess, express myself. But I can't be mad at companies that don't want me to be who I am, because it's not my company. It's not my business. And I've had waiters and waitresses that had tats on their arms and stuff like that. I've never ran into one that had. I've seen one guy that had a little marking on his face, and they tried to clean it up. And I've seen some girls put some makeup on some tattoos and stuff because they were serving at restaurants and things of that nature. But here's my thing. For the people that argue for those folks and say that everybody else is wrong who have an opinion about this, keep in mind, if you go to a 5-star restaurant, they generally have upscaled people at the door. They may not be making a whole lot of money, but they ain't coming in. You are not walking into a restaurant with busted and disgusted up ass clothes at the door. The person at the door, the person that's going to seat you, the respectful person that's going to greet you. They don't have all this old crazy shit on because there's levels, right? There's levels. Like, you don't expect somebody to come when you walk into a 5-star restaurant or a 4-star restaurant. You don't expect somebody to come in. I mean, you don't expect when you walk in to see somebody with tattoos all over their face. You expect a certain, aura. I hear people say things like, well, it's only TJ Maxx. Damn, it's TJ Maxx. It ain't Fifth Ave. What is that? What is Saks Fifth Avenue? What difference does it make? Why? See, that's the same folks that want everybody to be even. They want everything to be equal. What? So you saying that the people that shop at TJ Maxx we shouldn't expect respect from the company? Yeah, like just because there's clothes and shit all over the floor and things aren't as organized and all that old shit, you still expect us to be disrespected by the people that work there? We supposed to just take whatever? No, I don't believe in that. I believe that service, when I'm paying for something, if I'm paying for the service, I expect good service. I expect that. So I expect, no matter where I spend my money, I expect the same level of service. If I go in a 5-star restaurant, I expect great service. If I go to McDonald's, I expect good service. Why shouldn't you? And then people will argue. But what makes you think somebody with a tattoo can't give you good service? Maybe they can. But we got to get out the gate first. We got to get past go before we can collect $200. And your appearance is not allowing me to get past go. And these are things, I mean, why? That was my opinion on that. I'm going to move on. Told you it's a 5-minute conversation for me. I ain't about to explain why I feel that way. Tracy Dillahan, what's up, sis? She said, I just went to season 52 Saturday and was shocked. They let a black dude in with saggy jeans and a Tupac t-shirt. Well, there's dress codes to certain places. Y'all know that. So if there's dress codes for us who's spending money to walk in places, don't you think they owe us the same respect by hiring people that have a level of respect of the public? I think so. Twin says, Randall Wyatt, get your ran looking ass out of here, Mr. Uppity Up. You know what, Twin? I ain't mad at you. It might sound uppity. That's all right. I can live with it. I had this picture of Twin. See, I expect that from you, and I know you was just playing, but see, you gonna learn today that you better hope I can't find this picture. It was you and your brother in Brooklyn. See, I got people. I know people. And I got this picture of you and your twin in Brooklyn. You didn't know I had eyes on your ass. I had eyes on you. You didn't know that. Twin and his brother had on pink outfits. Look good, clean, super dapper. They was sharp. They were sharp. Now, ain't no all love. You opened up a can of kick ass. I'm about to get your shit. I'm about to get you. I'm about to get you. This dude and his brother had on, they was clean. They was pimping clean. They was Chicago's finest clean. I ain't lying. But Twin, you better hope I can't find this picture. You better hope I can't find it. I had it logged and ready to go sometime last week. They were sharp. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all look just like y'all just got out the dry cleaner. Y'all was that clean. But the only thing I had a problem with, Twin, was them shoes you had on. Where you get them escape from New York ass shoes you had on, bro? You better hope I can't find that picture. Boy, you better hope I can't find that picture. But you had it. Let me see. I'm looking for it. I'm doing all this at the same time. You better hope I can't find this picture, man. Because if I find this picture, I'm blasting. you better hope Twin. Shit, I'm just looking for it. I'm wasting time. I want to find it so bad that I'm probably looking past it. I can't describe your shoes, bro. Now, you know what they were. You know what they look like. You know what you had on the tips of them shoes. I don't know if you had on cowboy boots or if you was rocking. Let me see if I can find this shit. Let me see if I can find this shit. Let me get him on the phone. Let me see. Let me answer the phone. Maybe somebody can help me out. This is Wyatt. Who am I speaking with?
It's your cousin, Twin.
What's up, Twin? Boy, you better hope I don't find this picture. I'm on your ass today. No Diddy, because you just opened up the can up. You opened it up, bro.
You talking about that's my brother with the Cadillac shoes?
Oh yeah, that was your brother. You know y'all look alike, so shit. I'm gonna put it on you.
Big. No, don't put it on me.
I'm gonna put it on you.
Big. Nah, he bigger than me.
Nah, hell no. Whoever had them shoes, you taking the blame on them.
No, you can go to his Facebook page. Twin, Twin Wink Dipset or something like that.
Nah, hell no. Them yours.
No, I promise to God.
All right, I can't find the picture, so y'all got lucky. But let me tell you what he had. What are those?
Inbox.
What are those? Yeah.
I'll Facebook message you and show it from there. But we friends on Facebook. They should have been on there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where I got them from. That's where I got the picture from.
If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see them on there.
Bruh, I'm them yours. Nah, don't keep putting them on your brother. Them your shoes.
I promise. Okay. My daughter is them not mine. I promise them. Ask everybody.
Y'all was clean. Y'all was clean, though. I give you that. Y'all was clean as hell. Yeah, y'all was cool in the game.
That was my first time wearing pink, and I said, I'm about to try something different. So I say,
Yeah, it
you
was
want to
different.
dress up in pink? He said, yeah. I said, I ain't never dressed up in pink. So I said, all right, we'll go from there.
Yeah, it was
So,
different.
so man, yeah, we had so many compliments and everything. We're walking through the airport, and they're like,
You
hey,
wore
y'all
them in the
twins?
airport? There ain't no
We,
way in hell y'all wore that shit in the airport. There ain't no way. Every
we,
alarm in the airport went off when them shoes went through the metal detector.
he had the one. He said, dude said, when he said
Man,
you
y'all
got any
had the
weapon,
FBI and the CIA and DEI and every month. Y'all had DEA. Y'all
now
had
that
everybody on y'all ass after walking through the airport them shoes
hey,
on.
that TAC manager say, what are those? And he said, you got any weapons or anything? So my brother like, yeah, my Cadillac symbol.
Yeah,
So I
he had a
bust
weapon.
out.
That's why they put the feds on y'all ass when you was walking through there wearing them
Now
shoes.
I said, what's taking you so long? And then dude said, my brother said he checking my shoe. I said, I don't told you don't wear that shit.
Yeah, bro. I'm sure they was. They probably put them through the machine, didn't they? They had to investigate
Yeah,
them shoes.
they did because he wear that out. He got a Cadillac. He part of a Cadillac club. So the
Oh, there it
man
is.
get his clothes designed and everything with number Cadillac on. That
Jeez.
shirt I wore, he had it. That shirt I had on, he had a design from with Cadillac. It was a
Oh,
pink Cadillac symbol or something.
oh my
And
goodness.
man, he Cadillac to death, man.
Oh my
That nigga
goodness.
don't care. I was like, man, chill with that. He tells man, since you drive a Buick, I can make you some Buick. I said, no, you ain't.
Oh, he think them
So
look good. He think them dope. He think they really
man,
popping.
he went to because we messed with a comedian Jesse McDonald. He's
Oh,
from
okay.
Arkansas. He be with Mike Evans and D. Ray Davis and all them. So we anytime he in Cincinnati or something like that, we'll meet up. He'll tell us, follow him to Detroit or Chicago or something like that. So Mike F was there one time and he got Mike F got a hold to my brother and went crazy on him. Even D-Ray saying, man, where you still those out of somebody car? They better get them people here stuff.
I'm trying to. Hey, bro. Back in the day, I ain't even gonna lie. I remember when I was a kid. Back in the day, we used to put Mercedes Benz and BMW
Oh, yeah,
emblems on
remember
our.
that? People
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
remember that, boy.
yeah. We used to do that, but you had to steal
Yeah,
them. You had to steal them. Like
yeah,
you had
you
to
had to
steal them
steal them
off
out
of a
somebody's
car.
car.
Yeah, and then so that's what I'm asking. Like, did he steal them motherfuckers?
No, he got them. He ordered them from somewhere, and you be surprised why the thing heavy, man. That thing like
No, I'm
brass
not
knuckles.
surprised about that. They look
I
like.
thought no, when I first felt it, when I first grabbed it, I'm like, man, this thing got some weight on it. And it's like a trophy or something, but I thought it was weak or something. He said, no. So one day we was coming from my grandma's funeral in from Mississippi, and the emblem came. I'm like, he jumped out the car. So I said, man, what you doing? And it's AutoZone right there. I said, you can't go that way, man. The man hopped the fence with one shoe on, the house shoe on. I say, man, you nuts about this Cadillac. So he take that real life. We stay up above from each other. So he messed around and left his shoe because he was putting a clamp on him and left it to dry or whatever. And I sat down on the nigga was about to kill me, man.
Hey,
Off
bro.
his shoe. I said, man, this nigga, he taking this too far.
Hey,
But
man.
yeah,
Hey, bro. He's serious about them
Randy, that wasn't
shoes.
me, man. Don't put me out there, man.
Nah, I'm just saying, bro. You got a twin brother, and you gonna put all that shit on your twin. I mean,
No,
that's.
if you go to his page, Randy, the man got a whole 20 piece, man.
I don't know.
20,
I
about
don't
50
know,
suits
twin.
and stuff,
Hey,
man.
twin, I got a drum roll, bro. I found the picture, man, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to zoom in on the shoes. But put the time down right now on the track, y'all, so you can go back and zoom in on this when the show is over with. I found the picture. They super clean. I ain't gonna lie. But you mentioned something about your brother lost something when he was running and shit, and he went to AutoZone. He looked like he probably need like a mechanic to fix
No,
these shoes. Look at
no,
this shit.
he got them special clamps, them real mechanic clamps that
Oh
hold it
my
together. You keep
God.
it down for an hour or two. You take a regular glue gun, and then you got some real live clamp, like an engine or something can hold.
Look at
Yeah,
them
he got the
shoes.
real clamp. I'm
You
like,
know you
man, he
took that shit. Y'all
nuts.
put them shits on at CarX. You can't do that. And a regular person can't do that. You took that shit to a straight mechanic. CarX did that.
Man, shit, ain't car accident in that house, did.
Look at it. So that's your brother right there with the shoes on, not you.
No, that's his. People always get us confused, and they swear
Well,
they
y'all
do the
twins,
same
right?
thing you do.
Y'all
Like, no,
twins.
twin, you lying. That's you. I'm like, no, man, that ain't me.
But
Go to his
y'all
page.
identical twins though, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah, we identical.
now let me ask you
He
this, because
just,
I don't know about. I've
uh,
never been a twin and none shit like that. I ain't even faked it. Like back in the day, I might have told a girl I got a twin brother or some shit. I might have
did we
lied
ever
like
do
that.
the same girl and all that?
Yeah, something like that. But no,
Yeah,
no, no,
hell
no,
yeah,
no, no. I was gonna ask you, do y'all think alike on
yeah,
everything?
we do.
So why
Cause
you
I'm
ain't
gonna
got
tell
the
you,
shoes like that?
man, that's too much thinking, man.
Okay.
There's too much thinking, man. I ain't doing that. I ain't
Please,
doing that.
please, ladies and gentlemen, please zoom in on them shoes. Please. And y'all know why I stopped the show for this shit. You know why. Because that's the
Ask
most
us.
pimping shit I seen in 24. I ain't gonna lie. 2024 pimp of the year type shit right there.
Man, they did that in we was in New York and Detroit, especially Detroit, where the pimps and players. Man, they went ham on that dude. Like, man, this is like, wait, baby, because wait, baby, wait, I gotta get a picture of this shit.
Oh my
This
God.
man is right here, because like some dude, we was down. I'm like, I mean, my brother got his own mind and everything, and man, Randy, I swear, kid you not, man. Last year at the fest here, Jazz Fest, my brother had on like a turquoise blue or something. And the lady was like, hey, come here. I know y'all twins, but can I take a picture with you? This man got in his feelings, man. Because his
What?
woman stopped to take a picture with my brother.
Oh
Come
man.
on. Why the fuck you doing all? Man, man, he said taking the pictures, man.
Oh
And he got
yeah.
in that feces, man, about my brother. My brother ain't asked to stay. He stopped and we talking and everything. And they say, another dude get mad.
Oh
My
yeah.
brother ain't stop her. Y'all, man, it was
That's
crazy,
some
man.
hater
How
shit.
people is,
That's some
man.
hater shit. Yeah,
Man,
that's some
that's some
hater
good
shit.
shit right there.
That's some hater shit to do that. Nah, but
Yeah,
hey, bro. But
yeah.
listen, man. I found the picture. It's on the screen now. Those the pimping ass shoes I've ever seen in my life. Where y'all from originally?
We from the South Side, Inglewood, Chicago.
Right. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I knew you was from Chicago.
Yeah.
I just didn't. You know, Chicago different in different places. So when you say where you from, you know what I'm saying. You back
No.
it up with what area you from. It's like Cincinnati, kind of like that too. Avondale and downtown dudes act different. So that's why
No.
it's the same thing in Chicago. Y'all got some people that's just when you say you from South Side or some shit like that, you know not to play with them. You know what I'm
Hell no.
saying?
I grew up 6028, South Carolina. Then I used to be off 63rd and Parnell. That's
Yeah.
2 blocks
Y'all really
off
look like some
house.
Detroit players. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all look like some Detroit pimps right there.
Hey, you silly.
Y'all look like y'all
Yeah.
really wanted the Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl this year so you could go.
That Negro went down there the other day. Wow, I couldn't believe my brother. He do some weird. I say, where you at? He said, man, I'm in Detroit. I said, what you doing? I'm at the draft. I say, man, you a goofy, man.
Oh, he went up to
That's
the
my brother.
draft?
Yeah, he went up because I thought my brother, dude, man, he get bored. He'll pull out in a minute. He said, I got this flight I'm about to catch. I said, where you going? And I'll be back. I'll tell you when I come back. I was like, all right, man.
Yeah, that's my kind of dude, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'll tell you when I get
Yeah,
back.
he'll be
That's my kind of dude.
right.
All
Yeah,
right,
all
twin,
right,
what you
then
got
what?
going on? You good though, man? I was just playing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hate when you said that. I started laughing. I gotta call in. I ain't got. I'm about to get off work, then go get my little man. Probably take him to the park or something.
all right,
Get him
brother.
out the house because he been acting ice since he been teed and it he ain't been getting no sleep. I
Okay.
hate that teed and part and stuff, so I'm gonna take him for a ride,
All
something
right.
like that.
Okay,
Get some
brother.
air.
All right,
All
sounds
right,
good,
man.
man. Talk to you on the next
All
one.
right.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
Later.
All right.
That was twin from the shot from Chicago. I like them brothers from Chicago. Believe it or not, they mean until you get to know them. Once you know them, they cool. They cool. Um. All right, so I don't know what got me off on that. I think it was the shoes. I couldn't help it when Twin said something. The first thing came to my mind was I don't know if y'all have ever seen them shoes that Twin was rocking. But I had to kind of expose those shoes a little bit because I thought he was coming in with some smoke. I thought I was gonna have to. I think I think he knew I had that picture or something, and that kind of calmed it down because he was about to go in on me. He called me uppity and all this old one shit, so I had to get my ammunition ready. That was kind of like my jab. Like, you really want to go there? Because I got some shit. I got some ammunition. I got something for you. I just playing, twin. But anyway, man, let me just say this, bro. I expect as much respect as I give. If I walk into a place disrespectful and I get disrespect back, I'm probably asking for it. You know what I mean? If I walk into a place and I'm just disrespectful to people, which I'm not that guy, then I would not have I'm like going in there on purpose to be disrespectful. And I know I'm about to get some smoke thrown at me or whatever. But if I'm respectful to you, if I go in and I'm very respectful and I'm yes sirring and no sirring and all that old shit, and you got your jaws tight, you acting foolish towards me, yeah, it's probably gonna be a disrespectful episode. We probably gonna go at it a little bit. I only expect back from people what I give them. And my mother used to tell me that's wrong. Like, why? Like, Rand, you can't expect people to be you. You can't expect people to be as courteous or kind or whatever, but you can expect them to be mean and insulting sometime. But don't stop expecting yourself out of people, because people won't do for you what you'll do for them. And I had to learn that the hard way. I've learned that the hard way. But then she also said, don't pull back. Don't stop being who you are because people are who they are. Because you run into people that don't appreciate the things that you do or say or feel, that don't mean that you have to stop being that way. That just means you can't be that way with them. And I said, okay, that makes sense. Make a whole lot of sense. So let's get into the topic. But before I do that, I got a motivation thing. Y'all know I like to be motivative. I like to be motivation. I like to spread motivation, so to speak. And let me see if I have it. Let me see. It's time, y'all know I work out every day. I run in the mornings, 1.5 miles up, 1.5 miles back. That gives me three miles. It's been a while since I've been able to run the 3 miles, but now I'm back trying to do it. And I seen a motivational video. Okay. This motivational video put me back in the frame of mind, and I have to get back in the gym. I have to get back into the gym. And this sister right here, this video, it's only 30 seconds long, if that. She is the reason why I started hitting the bag and I start getting back in shape this morning. It's one thing to have cardio, to run. I can jog, I can run all day. But can my body get back into where it needs to be? Well, I'll find out. I'm going to find out after this week is over, because me putting that work in the bag, I got a home gym, and it allows me to, sometimes home gyms aren't good for you because they make you lazy. Well, I'll get to it in an hour. Well, if I drive to a gym, when I pull in the parking lot, it's time to get at it. But at home here, I'll go in an hour. Oh, well, let me finish watching this. Let me send this email. I'm working, I'm doing this, and it stops me from getting in the gym like I should be. It's kind of hard to stay committed when you have a home gym. That's just me. I don't know who else doing it. I don't know who else had those issues, but for me, a home gym is not all that great. I'm just being honest. So now let me show you this. After watching this sister this morning, I'm motivated and ready to go. Check it out.
Gotta get you quick and bring me that liquid stick. Bring it on, bring it. That liquid stick, bring it on, bring it.
How could you not be motivated? I'm going to drop that link down on my Facebook page and on my IG page, all my pages. I'm going to drop it. If you need some motivation, there it is right there. That's all the motivation I needed to see that sister in there stepping to the James Brown beat. And, it put me back where I needed to be. I just needed one little edge. I just needed one person to step up and motivate me. We all need it. We all need it. We all need motivation from somebody. Anybody that think that they self-motivated, you're not. Something out there motivates you. I consider myself to be self-motivated, but then I had to come to the realization that I'm not really self-motivated. I'm just not a procrastinator. However, there's something that motivates me to just go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? There's something that tells me to do it. There's something that drives me into making it happen. One last little PSA. This is it before we get into our topic. I promise you the topic is going to be pretty dope. Let me share this. Let me share this PSA with you. I'm going to let this brother tell you, and I live by this, okay? I live by this. So listen to this.
If a nigga knock me out and I wake up and they got them phones out, I'm gonna shoot the people with the phone. If a nigga knock me out and I wake up and they got them phones out, I'm gonna shoot the people with the phone. If a nigga knock me out and I wake up and they got them phones out, I'm gonna shoot the people with the phone. If a
I am the same way, bro. When I wake up from getting knocked out and y'all got cell phones all in my face and shit, I'ma shoot me somebody. Somebody gonna get hurt. I'm gonna take that shit out on somebody that got a cell phone that's then film my ass because I know I'm about to be all over everywhere. If somebody knock me out and when I wake up, it's a bunch of cell phones and shit on me, I'm hitting me somebody. I'm gonna get me somebody. So don't do that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know, you see all this shit that's happening on the streets and people got cell phones. They want to record it instead of getting this big motherfucker up off of me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Get this big motherfucker up off of me. Why you filming it? This shit ain't entertainment. This is my life. They ain't got a gun and you recording him. He about to shoot me. Use the phone to call 911. Don't record the shit. Stay on the phone with 911. Don't record it. Take a picture of him and then just go to the 911. Wyatt getting his ass beat. Don't record it. Shit is crazy. I watch these videos. People send me videos all the time. I'm like, bro, I don't really show fight videos. I don't produce and direct karate movies on the Wyatt Live show. I don't like to show people fighting in the middle of the street and women getting they wigs dragged off and them stumping and jumping on each other. I don't really like that. I don't like promoting that type of stuff. I don't really get into that. It's a entertainment that I'm not interested in. I always figure if you're gonna fight, get paid for it. That's why I got into the fight game. That's why I invested my money into the fight game. Be a prize fighter. You know what I mean? Be a prize fighter. I'm going to get paid for the blows that I throw. That's how I feel. All right, so look, this is what we're going to do. I want to bring up one other thing before I say what I'm going to say about this NFL draft. Some of y'all was waiting for me to say something about the NFL draft. I told you yesterday I was going to talk about the NFL draft, but I wasn't going to talk about no draft picks, like who the Bengals chose and who the Steelers chose. I don't care about all that. I got a different thing, a different angle I want to talk about. But before I do that, let me just say this to you. I had a comment. I did a whole show one time about minimum wage. Remember when we were talking about minimum wage and it not being a like minimum, like entry level jobs should not be the type of jobs that you live off of, like McDonald's, Burger King and shit like that. And I said, watch what happens when California's minimum wage go up to 20 something dollars an hour. It's going to ruin the economy of California. And some of y'all was tripping and telling me that I was being all uppity because of how I felt about entry-level jobs at McDonald's. Those jobs are for our babies. They're for the kids that after school shit. And the grannies and the people who just need a few dollars while they living on Social Security or some shit. It's not a full-time get every channel on YouTube and all that. What are they? YouTube TV. It's not a full-time. It's not the type of job you can use to make a living off of. It's supposed to be pocket money. It's supposed to be, money that you add to your real job so you can get some extra shit. It's not supposed to. You're not supposed to be able to live off of an entry-level job. It's not meant for that. Yes, DC. This is the first year that I didn't cover the NFL draft. And y'all seen it last year. I did it. I guess I was at home in Florida last year and we covered the draft right there live. And I was like, there's the first pick. There's one millionaire. Here's another millionaire. And I was so happy. I love to see people eat. I love to see people win. And I kept on saying, I keep my little black quarterback, my black quarterback jersey collection. I had to order a few of those this year. And I'm going to keep going with it. Maybe one day it'll be worth something. I don't know. That's not why I'm doing it. It's just for the love of the game. And it's something that I invest in and I have fun doing it. That all being said, that minimum wage thing, I'm going to do a show on it probably Friday. I think I'm going to do a show on it Friday. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet your taste bud just a little bit, if you don't mind, of what I'm going to do. What I'm going to talk about on Friday when it comes to the minimum wage thing. So get ready. This will give all the chaos agents an opportunity. Oh, damn, I forgot. My bad. Drop is on the line. Hold on one second. This will give, and this is California, so this will be perfect for him. This will give everybody who called me, whatever you call me, an opportunity to get your shit together and get your ammunition ready, or you do your homework so you can fire at me and tell me how wrong I was. Okay, but I'm going to show you this little 30-second clip. I believe it's 30 seconds. I'm going to show you this 30-second clip, and then I'll go to the phone lines, and then we'll talk about our topic. Check it out.
Now to the fast food sticker shock in California after the minimum wage for workers out west was raised. Our chief business correspondent Rebecca Jarvis is here with the details. Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning to you, Lindsay. Yeah, I am hearing from customers every day who say they are already feeling that sticker shock. Restaurants have been warning about this since September when California voted to increase large fast food chains' minimum wage by 25% from $16 to $20 an hour. In that time, restaurants in the state have increased prices by 10% faster than all other states, according to Data Essential. The wage increase is meant to give more financial security to the more than 500,000 people who work in fast food restaurants in California and are not teenagers but adults working to support their families. The California Restaurant Association says the price hikes were entirely predictable results of the minimum wage increase. Since it took effect, job losses, reduced working hours, restaurant closures, and higher prices for California's inflation-weary customers have been ongoing, the group said. And guys, this is something all the consumers who are facing it now are now facing a choice of whether or not to trade down. Many of them, I hear, are doing just that, spending less because they have to spend more.
Yeah,
Gio?
absolutely. All right, Rebecca, thank you so much.
We're going to have a show on that maybe Friday. I got a lot of other clips that I want to share. I want you to hear the people. I want you to hear what the people in California are saying. I want you to see how many jobs have been lost due to the minimum wage hike. I want you to hear that one of my favorite restaurants, it's a fast food pizza joint. It's called Mod. They have one in Cincinnati. I don't know how many they have, but they have one up in Liberty Township. It's one of my favorite places because it's fresh pizza straight out of the brick oven. All right, I love brick oven pizza. And they have shut down multiple locations in California because they can't afford to stay in business. The cost of them doing business is just too high. It's policies. I always told you, you give people who do certain, Oakley has Mod. Okay, thank you, AK-47. So does, I guess that's Liberty, not Liberty, but yeah, Liberty. Liberty Up Mall has one as well. That's the one I generally go to when I'm in town. But all I'm going to say to you is this. It's always policy. Be careful how you vote. Watch how you vote, because everybody that talk to you emotionally don't have your financials at best interest. So where are all these people that where McDonald's is laying people off? firing people, and they're making one person do 3 or 4 persons' jobs. One person to do 3 person job. 3 people, 3 persons job. Yeah, they making that $22. They making $20 an hour, but guess what they doing? They doing shit, $60 an hour worth of work. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. And I'm going to go all the way in on it. I'm going to show you how the job market is failing. I'm going to show you how the consumers, I'm going to show you how Uber, I'm going to show you how everybody is, the companies and the business, the econ of California is turning upside down because of the policies that sometimes you just got to get them Democrats what they ask for. Like I told you, you just got to get the Democrats what they ask for. They always asking for some shit with no business mind. They just have no business sense. Let me go to the phone lines real fast before we get started. Good afternoon, caller. This is Wyatt. Who am I speaking with?
What up, Wyatt? This is your Black Not Democrat, also known Drop Squad 52. Thanks for taking my call, sir. How you doing?
I appreciate you holding for so long, Drop. It was 12 minutes, man. I'm sorry about that, but I got on a roll.
No. It's all good, bro, because this last part that you brought up about the California minimum wage, Wyatt, forget what I was going to talk about 12 minutes ago.
Okay.
Bro, I just came back from walking while retired.
All right.
And it does take a little self-discipline, but whatever way you got to do it to get out there and be active, do it. But 5,859 steps, 3.14 miles.
Man.
63 years old.
Man, you getting at it. I'm proud of you. That's it.
But again, remember, that's what I did for a living. I was a mailman that had a walking route, and I did it for 28 years.
Yeah, but you should be tired by now. Shit, walking for 28
and then
years.
Throw on top, I refereed high school basketball here in Southern California for 15 years.
Okay, yeah, man. Bro, your treads are really low. I'm just saying.
Yeah, hey, knock on wood, Wyatt, so far so good.
All right, congratulations.
Knees, back. Yeah, but the hips, I feel it coming.
You see, you from Detroit. You forward tough, I guess. I don't know.
Oh man, yeah.
I mean,
Wyatt.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
damn.
Shout out to Twin and them shoes,
oh,
bro.
my God, did you see them? Woo.
Bro, when he said Detroit, I'm thinking before that, I said, that's some Detroit pimp
That's
shit
what I
right
said.
there.
Bro, listen, bro. I swore for God that they got them in Detroit.
Shout out to Twin, though. But anyway, Wyatt, I'm going to keep it short because I know you're getting your topics. But anyway, I'm coming back from walking. Go to my mailbox.
Okay.
I got my escrow statement because I paid my property tax through my mortgage escrow account.
I got you.
Wyatt, I open that bad boy. It's up $30.
What's up $30? The tax?
My escrow. My payment. Okay, my mortgage payment with my escrow last month was $502. Okay. That's why I stay here because my mortgage is so low. So $502.
Okay.
So today I get my escrow saying, when I saw it, I knew it's the property tax, how bad it's gonna hit me.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that payment went from $502 to $532.
Okay, so it went up $30, man.
It went up. Yep. And my homeowners association went up at the beginning of 2024 to $445.
I mean, you don't expect, and I know this is a rhetorical question. You don't expect any of that shit to go down, do you?
Oh, no. But see, Wyatt, I'm just entering retirement. So I just got my tax bill from my first withdrawal from my deferred tax 401k account.
Right.
So I'm already knowing that's coming, plus on top of these increases, because like you said and what you're going to cover when you do a whole show on the California economy, businesses are leaving everywhere.
Absolutely.
So what do? They gotta raise taxes.
That's right, because they got to make up that lost income. And here's what happened. Yesterday, I did a show. I don't know if you watched yesterday, Drop, but yesterday,
I didn't.
Go back and watch a little bit of yesterday because I spoke on that. I used my mother-in-law, and this is a real story. I didn't really want to bring it up. I used my mother-in-law as an example, and then I got into these tax cuts that everybody has been brainwashed to believe that the Donald Trump guy and these Republican policies are only geared for the rich people, and they don't understand that they've been taught to believe rich people are evil. Okay, and here's the thing: the policies of the money is not geared towards rich people. Tax breaks benefit the middle class and the retirees more than anybody in this country, because they're the base. Middle class is what carries the tax base in this country. And there are people that retire from doing 25, 30 years, 35 years from places like the post office that have $200,000, $300,000 in taxable income that can't afford the tax rates each year. Now, am I barking up the right tree here a little bit, Drop?
You are 100%
Okay.
because we have to compensate for the taxes out of our money.
Absolutely.
That is fixed.
Absolutely. Now, here's the sad thing, and I didn't want to share this with the crowd yesterday, with the family yesterday, but I did. My mother-in-law is on Social Security. She's on a fixed income, and when she got her taxes done in April, okay, and she owes money. Why would you see what I'm saying? Why do we live in a world where Social Security recipients are paying taxes at the end of the year, but yet we have a bunch of people in this country that have not put any money into the tax system, and they are benefiting from our tax? And then people such as yourself, who's retired, my mother-in-law who's retired, people that are on fixed incomes, or, retirement, or people that are on that have 401ks that are going to be retiring soon. And then we have the middle class that are being taxed somewhere in the realms of 32%. Why should we continuously have to pay taxes? Bro,
Hey, Wyatt. Hey, bro.
I don't know
Dan.
I don't know where to go with this, because a lot of people have already fallen. They have already fallen into rich man bad. And I've heard people who have the ear of my city tell people that Trump wants to cut Social Security for people. And I'm saying this: why would he cut Social Security? Why do you really think 74 million people who voted for him can't see? You would think that they will say, hey, he's going to cut our Social Security. You got to understand the Social Security system is broken. It's a bad piece of business. Okay, it's not even structured right. It's not structured properly. Go ahead, bro.
Wyatt, there you go again.
Go ahead, man.
Trying to make Democrats admit that that they don't know or they know what they're doing, but they'll never admit it. Wyatt, it just takes people like you, other voices out there, to point this stuff out, and then they could pass it on to their friends and their family.
They're not listening, Drop, because I'm copping for Trump. That's what that shit sound like to them, because they've been brainwashed to believe when you start talking opposite of what they've been taught, then you must be an op. You must be on the other side. But it's not. When you say, listen, how could you say that Trump is only doing tax cuts for the rich? How many rich people have told you, I can't wait for Trump to get in office so I can get all these tax cuts, and y'all broke motherfuckers just going to be standing there? How many rich people do you know told you that? Because it's really the middle class people who are waiting to get these tax cuts. It's really the taxpayers who put the most money in who benefit from these cuts. But
why? I got to stop you, bro, because see, you assume that the people who vote for the Democratic Party don't know everything you're saying, but because it's their team, they're emotionally invested in being a Democrat. And no matter what happens or what these Democrats are, I will always be a Democrat, Wyatt. And that's why I tell you all the time, keep saying what you're saying, but it's not going to be the Democrats that's going to change. Wyatt, I'm 64, going on 64. They've been saying Republicans want to destroy Medicare and Social Security as long as I can remember, back to 1988. So
there's a difference. There's a difference. It's
the same rhetoric.
Wait a minute. You got to let me get it out before you disagree with me. There's a difference between getting rid of Social Security and changing the way Social Security is supported. Okay, there's a difference. All right, you can't just continuously do something that's not working and think that you're going to get something right out of it. Social Security, if it keeps going in the pace that it's going right now, it'll be done within 15 years based on how it's losing money. So at a certain point, you have to learn how to make that money. You got to learn how to reinvest that Social Security money, and you got to do it a different way. And
But who's not gonna get the benefit? I'm gonna get mine, okay? You'll probably get yours, but it's your daughter's generation who probably say, no, F that. I'm not gonna let the government take money out of my check and hold it and invest it for me. No,
but wait a minute.
I want that money.
Right.
I want to invest it. I don't need the government having anything to do with my money other than a tax.
Right, I understand. Can I give you an example of what I'm talking about? It's very short. Watch this drop. You'll know what I'm talking about, but you know it's for the people. You all right? This is for me. I'm saying this to you so the people can hear it. My mother-in-law was in my living room one time. We were watching the news. We don't really hang out like that, watching the news and shit. I just happen to be breezing by, okay? And the news was on. It was Dateline or some shit like that. It was one of them national news things. And it was a group of people who was standing there and they were talking. It was when something was going on, like the State of the Union address was going on and something blah, blah was going on. And my mother-in-law was sitting there watching it, doing her crosswords and blah, blah, blah. And as I'm walking by, I stop a minute because she's kind of mumbling something. I thought she was talking to me. And I said to her, I'm sorry, what was that? She said, I ain't gonna, they can't take my Social Security. So what I did is I rewound the TV, the live TV. I rewound it, and see, older people have selective hearing. She don't understand politics like that. All she heard was a group of people who stood up and said, Donald Trump and his mega Americans are trying to end Social Security. Now, when my mother-in-law goes to the voting booth, what's on her mind? They trying to end my Social Security. I can't vote for that. So she's not informed. She didn't even understand the first verse, nor did she understand the last verse. All she understood was the key words, and that was they trying to end your Social Security. She already barely making it, brother. Think about it. How could someone on Social Security like her, who spent 35 years working for a hospital, how could she owe money at the end of the year being on Social Security, bro? If it's not, you got to understand there are systems in place where, that it's just not working. And Social Security is not working in a whole lot of different ways. But when you tell people that it's not working, the first thing they jump to are the keywords of what they heard somebody say on the other side, and that was they trying to get rid of your Social Security. They want you to think it ain't working. They want you to think it ain't acting right. They want you to think that it ain't gonna be there if it's not done different. They want you to think that. But the truth of the matter is the numbers don't lie. The numbers show that it's being depleted.
That's true. Hey, Wyatt, again, I look forward to your show you're going to have. But before I go, the clip that you played, the audio was of Charleston White saying, if I get knocked out, when I wake up, I'm going to shoot the person with the cell phone. Wyatt, now remember, I'm old school. First thing I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, Charleston White, how do your ass get knocked out and you got a gun?
Well, he might have got snuck. Like everybody.
No, Wyatt. I'm
just being honest. I done seen plenty of dudes hit the deck because they had their gun in their back and somebody snuck them from the side. They didn't see it coming.
Well, hey, that means they were lacking, huh? Why?
They was slipping for sure.
You better keep your head on the swivel because if you somewhere and you got to carry a gun. But anyway, Wyatt.
No, you're right.
Hey,
you're right.
Hey, bro, I'm just telling you. Senior citizens like myself who hasn't begun taking Social Security yet, right? And I'll be 64. But again, I have options. I'm considering moving to either Nevada or Florida.
Okay.
Because there's no state taxes.
Right.
Okay.
No income tax.
Right. But again, it's a lot of people, Wyatt, it's hitting their pockets.
Oh, bro.
And it hasn't been that long since those things that's hitting their pockets now weren't hitting their pockets prior to 2020.
Well, you still got people
Trump was there, even with the pandemic.
Bro, you still got people so coded up that they won't say nothing bad. They'll say the grocery store ain't that bad. They'll say that the prices ain't all that much higher than they were. They still saying that shit. And gas been sky high for the last 3 years. Gas has been sky fucking high, and they still talking about Ukraine. I got a scale right here.
535 for regular where I live.
Yeah, it's high in Cincinnati
535. And before I go, shout out to Angela Kinney, also known as AK-47. She typed something in the chat a little bit back that's saying she worn out with politics. AK-47, baby, it's just getting started. Drop Squad 52, dropping science to anyone who wants to catch. Peace out, Wyatt.
All right, brother, take it easy. That was Drop Squad 50. Is it Drop Squad 52, right? Dropping science. Last week, a couple days ago, he was dropping science fiction. I don't know about that shit. Today, he came correct, though. That's bro out of Cali. I brought that California conversation up because he was on hold, and I knew, I remember having a conversation about minimum wage going up and how it was, people just don't think about it. Policymakers don't really think about it. They only think about what they have to say to you to get you to vote for them. Now, everybody that wanted that minimum wage to go up out in California, and they voted for it because Newsom and all them guys blew all that smoke up their ass and was like, this is for the people, the people, the people. None of them ever thought about, for that $2 an hour more that I'm getting or $3 more an hour, it can actually cost me my job. And the policymakers have no business sense whatsoever. It's not like they're getting laid off and fired, not in all locations. They're just shutting the businesses down. So I want to hear the argument of they just don't want to make, if they can't make as much profit, they just going to lay everybody off and make everybody do a whole bunch of extra jobs because it's just corporate greed. When was the last time you seen a company so greedy that they shut down? It's not about greed. You've been convinced. You've been brainwashed to believe that money and profit is a bad word. That rich people are them bad people. You know how I know that? Because there was a guy. Y'all all know this guy. I ain't got no problems with him. Like I said. But I remember when he used to say shit and people would slide and say some shit about me, and he'll say some shit like, yeah, the rich guy. Like that's I didn't know being rich was a derogatory. I didn't get it. But see, what happens is when people brainwash you to believe rich people evil, rich people shitty, rich people don't care nothing about you, rich people this, rich people that. Now rich people are the monster. And that tells you how they really feel about you by the way they describe you to people. The rich guy, yeah, the rich guy. Yeah, fuck him. The rich guy, fuck him. He don't know nothing, fuck him. Think about that. Ladies, let me give you an example that you can really relate to. You might not be able to relate to my problems and how I get it from my brothers. But let me see if you can relate to this. Some of y'all even heard that shit before. Y'all know I'm telling you the truth about it. Let me give it to the ladies the way they get it. Look at Teresa, old motherfucking cute, pretty ass over there. She thinks she all of that. Look at her cute ass. Got her nails all done. Look at her. Look at the Louis bag. Look at you describing everything you love about that person. You describing everything that's just hate. You just hate the fact that Teresa over there fly as I don't know what, and you can't get on Teresa level. So you're gonna make her out to be. You want everybody. You want an ally. You want everybody to hate Teresa ass just like you do. That's that same shit that people go through. We go through shit like that. Yeah, y'all don't like Teresa because Teresa fly. Teresa been able to go through obstacles and complete some things that maybe you couldn't do. So the way you describe her to the other women, and ladies who I'm talking to, y'all know who I'm talking to. Y'all might be the Teresa. Y'all might be the woman that the other ladies are talking bad about. You know what I'm saying? You've been there. You didn't heard some people say some shit about you out of pure jealousy. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, what was that? Y'all folks under 50 years old better go torch torch with your retirement. You damn right. You damn right. Oh yeah, the Frisch's. DC said the Frisch's is next to go out of business. They are already closing restaurants all across the tri-state. Yep. Their clientele is dying off. I ain't never heard no fucking 12-year-old talk about let's go to Frisch's drive-thru and get a big boy. I just don't hear young people talking about big boy. So I mean, yeah, their clientele's dying off. Let me get into this one, man. I've been waiting all day to get into this one. Before I get into this topic, though, I got to give you another blunder from down in Fanny world. I got to give you something because I know what y'all gonna say when this Donald Trump guy's case get down to Fannie Willis. Y'all gonna say he only beat that case because he got white privilege. He only beat that case because he got the world by the shoulder. He only beat that case because he's a dirty, dirty, dirty ass rich white man. No. Fannie and them getting their ass kicked on everything down there. All right? They getting their ass kicked down there. This is her team. This is her prosecution team. Down there getting served up on pretty much everything they talking about, and everything that they do down there is mixed up and messed up, and it's just effed up. So when you get a fleet of lawyers down there on their ass, what are they really going to do? They can't even beat rappers' lawyers. Now, I'm not saying they don't have good representation, but they're not getting paid 25, 30 million to defend or to defend, these rappers. They're not getting money like that. And I'm going to show you this one last clip, and then I'm going to get into my conversation. It ain't going to take me long on the conversation because I ain't got a lot to say about it. I'm going to do a little bit more listening on the topic than talking. But here go the thing. The judge down in the Fannie Willis case with the YSL dudes, I'm looking at preparation of her team, Fannie Willis's team, the legal team. And I'm watching them get tore apart for not being prepared. I watched that clip. We played that clip last week. Well, there's more. This judge is getting frustrated with this team. And I'm trying to tell my people, I don't understand. When Trump and his team get down there, get ready. They bringing caskets with them because they're going to be burying bodies. I promise you. Listen to what this judge is saying to the team of Fannie Willis. He's fed up with their ass.
The judge argues with the state lawyer until the sheriff has to get involved. He almost loses it at the end.
I need to talk to my lawyer. I don't want to talk no more. He has invoked his right. Anything thereafter would be inadmissible.
He reinitiated, and that was what...
But that's their issue. That's not my issue. You all are just annoyed that your detective did something that he probably regrets now. Don't interrupt this particular investigation.
Reinitiates the conversation.
Your Honor, at some point,
I'm sorry, I'm talking,
Your Honor,
and I don't know why I am being interrupted. I will not stop.
Hey.
I was speaking.
Ms. Lowe. Y'all got.
I'm sorry, I was speaking.
Both y'all can't talk at the same time.
I know, I was speaking, and I...
Hey, both of you all need to just take it down a notch. You continually engage in this pattern of behavior, Ms. Love. You don't want to accept my ruling. But at some point, stop. Just stop. I made my ruling.
The judge argues with the state lawyer until the sheriff has to get involved. He almost loses it at the end.
It's getting bad for them down there. They're not prepared. They're disrespectful to the judge, to the court. You got the sheriff that had to get in and talk to the prosecutor like, wait, if you keep being disrespectful, we're going to ask you to leave. Same old girl, chicken girl, telly ass girl, all that old shit y'all was cheering from Fannie, huh? Where are the agents at? Where are all the chaos agents that was talking about how Fannie served them up and Fannie this and Fannie that and Fannie showed they ass that day? Where they at? How Fannie and her squad doing down there right now? Has any of those same folks gone down there and asked how many brothers and sisters are locked up and haven't been indicted? And they've been sitting down there for months? Has anybody heard anything on that yet? Has anybody asked any questions about how their judicial system is working down there in Fulton County? Has anybody brought that up? Nope. They haven't. Nobody's brought that up. Because you're only going to know what somebody tell you. And then that's the narrative you're going to run with. Their theory, their narrative, and their false information will give you everything you need to feel like you're informed. And now when some real shit go on down, it's going to be more cameras down there when Trump end up down there. It's going to be more cameras down there and more microphones and ears and eyes and all that shit going to be on this shit. And y'all still ain't going to pay attention because the narrative runners are going to say things like what they doing right now. Trump just got hit with a gag order. Well, yeah, Trump can afford what's about to happen. He has to say something. They put a gag order on him and didn't put a gag order on anyone else not to talk about the case. So everybody else can come out and set the narrative of what's going on inside the courtroom, but he's not allowed to say anything. So yeah, he gonna pay that little punk ass $10,000 a day every time he violate the order. It's 10 grand. You're talking to a motherfucker that just put up $145 million bond. $10,000 is not money to them. That $10,000 is just like paying for an ad on NBC News or NBC, a commercial for NBC. That 10 grand a day is what it costs them in advertisement, and that's how he gonna look at that gag order. Well, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and I'll just pay the fine. Y'all not gonna silence me, and you're not gonna let me. I can't even come out here and tell you the truth of what's going on in the courtroom, but everybody in the courtroom can come out here and they can say whatever they want to say about what's going on in there. Where they do that at? I know y'all don't like when I talk about that shit. A lot of you want me to be on the side of dumb, and I just refuse to do that. And there's people that think that I'm a fool. They think I'm stupid. They think that because of my beliefs and all that old shit. Anytime they want to go and say, I mean, I'm not the most intelligent person in the world, but I think I got a lot of common sense. And anytime you want to put my methodical thoughts against your methodical thoughts, I don't care how you flow when you talk. I don't care that you sound good. I don't care that you have a smooth presentation. That liars and manipulators are the greatest presenters. Y'all didn't let Reverend Al Sharpton perm in a suit go on for 40 years. Y'all ain't wrote him a ticket yet. That motherfucker ain't got a speeding ticket for the bullshit he been saying and doing for 40 years. FBI agent and all type of other shit. Wrong on a whole lot of cases. And then he'd be like, oh, my bad. Well, and then he stay missing for a month. And then he come back and wait for a kid to get shot or some shit. And then he jump right back in motion. Fuck. Our community got amnesia. The only thing you remember is what they want you to remember so they can keep you in a certain spot in the mind. Let me get to this because I got to move on to the topic, man. I promise you I'm going to go right to it. This Wyatt, who am I speaking with?
What's your topic? I missed your topic.
Well, I'm talking about a little bit of everything. I'm about to talk about this NFL draft, though.
Okay. So
I'm all over the place.
How you doing, Mr. Wyatt?
What's good? Who is Marquetta?
It is.
What's good with you, sis?
I'm listening to you. And you throw me out for the reason I called in. But I'm going to touch on what you just said. I may not be pro-Trump policies, pro-Trump administration, but nobody can deny with eyes that see that this is electoral interference and that they are using the criminal justice system to keep him out of the presidential race.
So,
they told him he couldn't go see his son graduate.
Sis, there's people that don't think that that's what it really is. And you got to wonder if they just don't know or they just trying to act like they don't know.
It's prosecutorial misconduct and all kind of stuff that they doing. I mean, they throwing everything but the kitchen sink to make sure that he don't. And the thing that I do like about Trump, I've always liked about Trump, is he's a powerful speaker. Regardless of what his administration may be doing, if you listen to him, he got some motivational speaks. He got some powerful speeches that will inspire you.
Well, what do you consider? What do you consider powerful speeches? Let me ask you that, Marquetta, because you're an intelligent woman. What do you consider to be positive? Is it when you convince somebody of something, or if you tell the truth?
No, just the whole American pride, the
Okay.
boldness to say the country over there is a shithole.
Okay.
Um, just the whole, I'm proud. I'm a proud American. I'm gonna put America first. I don't care who don't like it. Most people, the reason why Trump is frightening and is frightening to most of us is because he electrifies masculine energy. And a lot of men take pride in a man that stands up as a man and speak his mind, even if he's saying something stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
And so
understand it.
you have a lot of white men who find themselves listening to Trump like, yeah, damn it, I'm proud to be an American and I'm not ashamed. I don't have to be ashamed of, what we did to make this country successful. That's frightening to a lot of people, but I believe for everybody. So if I believe that, in fact, can walk around with guns and they military fatigue as black people and show a strong hand that, we carry guns, open carry. I also give that same right to a white supremacist group as long as they, abiding by the law.
It also gives that same right to a Black Panther or to a Black Lives
That's
Matter
right.
group. It gives the same rights to everybody.
To peacefully assemble. And that's what I called in about. What is going on with these colleges?
I think that's a trick bag for your boy Joe, because at first he came out supporting Israel, right? We will stick behind Israel no matter, Joe gonna ride with the votes. He going wherever he can go, but now he in a trick bag because you got people that's going up against Israel right here in its own country and right here in America, and he's in a trick bag because before he said Israel has our full support. Did he not say that?
That's what they better say.
Right, but then he also said, I do not believe a man and a woman should ever get married. Excuse me, a man and a man should not get married. It's only marriages between a man and a woman. Did he not say that?
Man, listen, don't get me started on,
No,
I
I'm just
already
saying,
know
has
Joe
he not
Biden.
said the things that was necessary to say for voters?
Him and Obama said that
Well, I know
when
because
they
that.
initially ran. That's
But
what their pivot was. Now, here's the thing with that. When Biden announced when they gave him a Democratic nomination, he said, in particular, I'm concerned about the number of Black transgender women that's being murdered. At the time, it was maybe like 26 or 27. But I don't give a fuck who don't like it. I'm going to speak out on the fact that Black women are being murdered way more than a man in a dress and wig, and he didn't put no attention to that. But he uses our maternal health and our right to abortion to act as if he on our side. It's
of course,
disgusting.
that's what they do. They get you
I
emotionally
just
attached. I'm sorry, sister, but I'm just saying you're basically exposing the playbook. That's what they do. That's how they get you emotionally attached. It's never really about the policies. It's how much they want you to believe that they care for you.
man,
And
listen
now
here.
let me say this to
I
you.
just
Would you agree or disagree with this? Because I know how we gonna get. I'm gonna give you the floor. But bringing up that point that I just brought up, you hear people who say things like, "Well, what have the Republicans done for you?" And I think that's just a dumbass question to ask somebody who says, "I don't vote for Democrats because I haven't received anything in 30 years." And then you ask them, and they turn around and say, "Well, what has Republicans done for you?" And you know what I would say to someone that asked that type of question? I would say, I'm not really sure. I've never voted Republican. I've never given them a chance. You see what I'm saying? It's like somebody saying, "Well, I only date skinny girls." But why? Well, I'm only attracted to skinny girls. Have you ever given a heavier girl a chance? No, I'm not really attracted to one. But if you end up giving one a chance, maybe she's more, instead of your physical being so what you need, maybe her mental is well what you need, and maybe it's exactly what you need to be good and successful in this world. Maybe it shouldn't be what she looked like and what the perception of heavy girls are, or heavy guys. Y'all know what I'm saying. It can go either way. Just give people, I can't say that somebody ain't never done nothing for me if I ain't never gave them a shot. But I can say who hasn't done anything for me because that's the way I've been going my whole life. I break up with skinny girls all the time. Skinny girls cheat on me all the time. I can't get nothing accomplished with skinny girls. But why would I get mad if somebody say, "Well, why don't you try a girl that's a little heavier?" Maybe that girl got a better heart. Maybe she got something that'll work for you. How can I get mad at that?
And that's what Chicago about to do.
Exactly.
That's exactly what that's Chicago is organizing around flipping that state red, period.
Well, no, they not.
What
According to the black folks in our city, no, they not. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
But the people in our city, that's why the people in our city are brainwashed and being dumbed down, and they hate for you. Like I was listening to the radio today. I usually don't, but I remember why I called you now. I usually don't listen, but I heard the brothers say the world was against them, and I'm thinking to myself, how? Who? Where? Who is this boogeyman that's chasing you down?
I mean, Joe Biden told them white supremacy is their biggest problem. That's the biggest problem they have in America right now. And he said that to a yard full of college black graduates. He said the number one threatening thing in this country is white supremacy. Oh,
Morehouse College graduates, or the Morehouse student body. They have to. They student president or whoever their leader is over there has decided to invite Biden for some sort of speech. The students was fighting back, saying, "Well, we don't want a speech because it was his policies, that crime bill." I don't know what part we missing.
We not missing nothing, sis. We not missing nothing. Hey, sis, quick thing. I did that whole show yesterday. Please go back and watch the show. I played the video of the kids from Morehouse saying we don't want Joe here. I did a video. Yeah. I showed it yesterday. So go back and watch the show. But I want you to speak on it. But I want you to know that I did cover that yesterday. But I didn't hear that on Black radio. I didn't hear Roland Martin talking about the Morehouse boys, the kids. I don't hear. See, when the shit is going south for them and black people saying something different, they don't give that energy. They can continue to push this one narrative that they want us. They do want us to be a monolith. You do know that. They want us to all think alike. They want us to all feel the same way like that. My thing is this. I just want to bring another side of the conversation. I'm showing you that there are black people in Chicago that ain't saying what everybody is saying. There's black kids at Morehouse University that's like, we don't want Biden here. His policies don't work for us. You understand what I'm saying? He's just using this opportunity to get black votes. That's what they saying there. And I didn't see that shit on MSNBC. I didn't see it on CNN. I don't see Roland Martin talking about it. It take other media outlets such as mine and others to really bring this type of stuff up so people won't feel obligated to feel a certain way. Go ahead, sis. My bad.
So I want to thank you, first of all, for recognizing the murderer, Angela McNeil. I noticed nobody
she didn't do nothing to nobody.
Acknowledged that sister's murder, but you.
Well,
in a timely fashion, in a fashion that was recognizing the pain of her family, the whole news conference and the crushing feeling of someone taking your grandmother out of your community. And since then, it's been like 4 or 5 murders. You know, you had 2 21-year-old boys. One of them got shot in the face. You know, you had the Mexican-American sister. She got shot on Witness there. We need to, as a community, we got to get our head out of the ground about what we're doing to ourselves. We can't, you know, think. I just don't, and I understand a lot of people don't really get me. I get it, you know, but I'm anti-imperialism. That don't mean I don't understand racism, but that's what self-hate is, an aspect of racism. When you hate yourself and you look at yourself and you want to annihilate each other, that's like black men who say they don't date dark-skinned women. Like black men, like, you know, the NFL, they don't want black women. They want a white woman. That's race. That's still racism, even if it's being perpetrated by somebody else. People may call it something else, but that's what I call it. Our community, that's what I called it. This is what I called it about, and I'm going to hang up. Okay. I'm at work right now, Wyatt. Mm-hmm. I'm at work right now. As a court reporter, we get paid, depending on who you work for, you'll get paid $7.50 per page. Okay. Plus an appearance fee. Okay. Right now, they don't need court reporters like that. We have artificial intelligence.
Yep.
So there is no need for you to do the raw transcript anymore. There's no need for a scopist anymore. Artificial intelligence has come in, and with speech to text technology, you just have to be present for the hearing. You just have to make sure it's an actual person presenting the case, okay? But after that, you ain't nothing else for you to do. And that's what is going to impact the economy. Here you talking about the California minimum wage. When Gavin Newsom had his debate, was he debating DeSantis?
Yeah, him and DeSantis had a debate. It was California versus
DeSantis
Florida.
ate him alive because he explained how. Now, if you go, I don't know who visits California, but if you go to California trifling. It's trifling. They got skid row, bubonic plague. It's cows of poop up and down. The people not working. They on drugs. They uneducated. So in general, businesses are going to abandon that type of area.
And the taxes are
anyway.
real high. The taxes are real high the taxes are off the chain there. Corporate taxes, individual taxes, earnings on your money. It's just ridiculous in California. And then the prices of the cost of living is ridiculous as well. It's just a bad place to be.
And so that's where you go with the fast food. Cheap food, even though it's not nutritional, it'll get you, it'll subdue you. You ain't hungry no more. But cheap food in itself is bad. I always talk about vegetables, but cheap food in itself is bad for your brain, it's bad for your body, etc. And a lot of fast food jobs, y'all see it when you go into the restaurants now. They got a kiosk. They got an artificial intelligence kiosk. And now they got artificial intelligent cooks. They got artificial intelligence that's coming online that you just won't need a person. And that is concerning because there are so many of our people who are not educated, or even our children. Like I sent you the video of the girl that was assaulted. I feel like if we can empathize for that teacher who got smacked in the face by that little boy, we need to also empathize with all these fast food workers who are being killed at work by people who come in there just because they done had a bad day or just because they're stronger and cantankerous or whatever. And these jobs are not going to last long. This girl, some of these girls be 15 years old, 20 years old, 17 years old, just getting off of school, going to work, and they get assaulted. Corporations are seeing that. In order to not only save their business, but also to save people, they're going to do away with those positions and replace them with artificial intelligence. That is coming. We don't really understand the impact on the economy yet, but before we get there, we need to start emphasizing and telling each other, like, if you send your child to work at a restaurant nowadays, they need a life insurance policy, or the franchise that they work for needs to be, accountable if anything dangerous happens to them. I don't.
You cut out on me, sis. Can you hear me?
Have those type of conversations. It's just mind numbing to me to see it go on so far in the.
You cutting out on us. Can you hear me? Marquetta? Marquetta got cut off, y'all. I don't know what's up. Her phone died or what's up. It's still showing that she's connected, but I can't hear her. Can you hear me, Marquetta? Let's see. Marquetta, you there? Let me put okay. She's gone. She got disconnected. Crystal Powell said, "What's the phone number?" My bad, sis. I took the banner up. I took the banner off. Excuse me. I didn't mean to do that. There's the numbers. Area code 513-310-0546. If you want to call today, feel free to do so real fast. We're about to get out of here. But I know what Marquetta was saying. All I'm gonna say to it is this. The reason why we don't talk about it, the reason why we don't talk about a lot of the things is because we don't really control the narrative. We only talk about the things that people put in front of us. Remember when I said, it was a post I put out and I said, The only reason why crime is down is because we don't talk about it. That's what I'm talking about. As long as we don't talk about it. Hey, Davis Denise, I didn't hang up on you. She said, God says, shut the F up, and hung up on me. I didn't hang up on you. You were still on hold. I mean, you were still on, it was still moving. I don't know. She'll let me go and maybe another day. Okay, we'll work on it on another day. Let me take this last phone call real fast before we get out of here. Good afternoon, caller. This is Wyatt. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Wyatt, it's Crystal.
Hey, Chris. What's going on, Crystal? What's happening? Long time no talk to.
I know. What's going on?
I'm chilling. What's going on, sis? What's on your mind today?
So I wanted to talk a little bit about the California minimum wage.
Okay.
Because I work for one of the largest healthcare organizations in the United States, and we have a couple hospitals in California. So for this year, it is $21.
Okay.
For 2024, 2025, they have to raise it to $22.
Okay.
And for 2026, it has to go to $23. Now, we are large, but it's going to have a financial impact on our organization because we did the analysis.
Mm-hmm.
And, California really doesn't understand that how it's going to impact other individuals or other companies, because it is a true financial impact to companies.
Sure.
I mean, we have over 160,000 employees throughout the United States.
Crystal, can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question about that. I'll forget. I'm getting older. I won't remember my question to you, so I have to dive in a little bit and be rude and interrupt. My bad. But one thing I don't think they truly understand is it's not just going to hurt your California business. It's going to hurt your company business all around. Just because California is having those issues, it still is going to reflect, and it's going to have an impact on your business all throughout America. It just doesn't just impact California business. It impacts your entire, wherever you guys are stationed.
Right. But like I said, we honed in on the California folks because we have to make sure that they're all paid by June 1, because this goes into effect on June 1.
Okay.
Right. So, and you're right. So in California, for some reason, once they start doing stuff, other states start doing it as well. It may not be right away, but they think that that's the right thing to do.
Right.
We know California, the cost of living is very, very high.
Yep.
The cost of housing just for the average house is like over $800,000 an average house.
Yep.
So, people have to realize, and as the other young lady said, AI is going to be taking over a lot of stuff. We're seeing it already, even in our industry, in healthcare, in project management. All this kind of stuff that we do day to day is being taken over by AI because it's making our life easier, and people don't have to think as hard in order to get things done.
Yep.
So we really need to start thinking about what the next steps are going to be and what kind of jobs are going to be out there. Everybody can't be entrepreneurs, even though I know that you're one, but people don't realize how much hard work and dedication it takes to be in that type of environment.
Mm-hmm.
Are we even ready for that? And as a community, we need to start coming together and start thinking of how we can really evolve into the future. And we're not thinking about that.
Well, I'll say something. Maybe some will get it. Maybe some will tell me to shut the hell up. To be honest with you, Crystal, we have to neutralize this AI movement. You're going to have to get the government out of our business. Because what happens is this: the government is going to lead the way for AI, because the way the policies are destroying how businesses do business, and it's forcing them to do AI even more. Okay, when you start setting standards of minimum wages and making companies do certain things, now that employee is not as valuable to the company anymore. A $100,000 investment in an AI could take the place of 6 employees, maybe even 10 employees. Now they're rushing to get that done because guess what? It's not just the salaries that the that these employees are responsible for with employees. There's retirement, there's health care, there's a lot of things that come with being an employee that the employer has to pay. Social Security, they pay a portion of the pension, all of that. There's a lot that's involved. And if I could spend $100,000 on a machine that flip fries and it'll take the place of my fry people or my cashier, I'm going to make that $100,000 investment and have it paid off in 10 years. Now I'm free and clear, and I'm running robotic, and I don't have to pay into anything. And now you talk about corporate greed. Imagine walking into a company that has very little to no overhead to pay, or no cost of business. Now everything could still stay what it costs. They're making more money, but what is that doing to the job market?
Right.
So you got to get the group, the politicians, well, I should say the Republicans or the Democrats, you need to figure out who you're with when it comes down to which side is more government friendly. Which one puts the government in your business more than the other side does? All right, that's your biggest fight. Not no white man, black man, not no, none of that shit. You have to look at what's more important to you. The policies that make you a whole, an individual, or are you really going to sit back here and let the government be in your business so much that they can regulate your industry, push all the small mom and pop businesses out, and now all they have to do is deal with the Walmarts of the world? Where does that leave everybody else? We're out-regulated, and now we either go work for Walmart or we doing something at a Walmart capacity. And most small businesses can't function at a level of Walmart. That's why small business is fading and dying in this country. And when small business fades and dies in this country, you become government dependent. That's not a good thing.
Right. Yeah. You on point there. You on point.
I usually am. You know that. I'm just playing, sis. I was taught by your daddy.
You on point
and your
there,
mom,
but-
and your mama,
and my mom.
mama, dad.
I know. Jesus.
No,
I mean, hopefully we can come together and start bringing some of this stuff to the forefront.
Well, we got to stop worrying about the stuff that don't really matter. We are convinced that we about to put somebody in. We worried about a dude that should be going to jail and all that old shit. Those are just things that we shouldn't even be worried about. We need to be focusing in on what really matters. All right, and stop believing that somebody's about to be a dictator. Stop believing that they're only for the rich. If you don't understand tax code, then you don't understand that you don't have to be rich to benefit from these tax codes. You just have to either be self-employed or you have to be a retiree, because you're talking to financial advisors at that point in your life. You can't be a person working at the grocery store every day and just think that you just can't, because you're not ready yet. You're not there yet. You're not talking money. You're just listening to people tell you Social Security going to get cut. Your money they only supporting the rich. You cannot just believe what people are saying. You have to understand tax codes are put in place for the benefit of the people, not necessarily just the rich. You just got to know that. You got to know that before you start saying that somebody going to cut Social Security. Can you imagine somebody that votes for Trump and it's 74 million people over there and they all just blinded to the fact that they all about to get their Social Security ended because he's going to do that? Now, what sense does that make? You trying to tell me there's no accountants, there's no bookkeepers, there's no smart, intelligent people out of 74 million? I mean, come on, man. Let's be honest. We got to stop thinking. We got some bad leadership. And our leadership is selfish. That's the bottom line.
I don't think people don't do their own research, and people don't understand how the money moves in this world.
They don't.
You know, I got 401ks, I got stocks. I got all that kind of stuff, and you're right. We're being taxed. Once you get to a certain tax bracket, I don't want my 401k to be taxed, so I got to move that stuff somewhere else.
And you get up and go to work every day, don't you? You get up and go to work every day, don't you?
Every day.
You're a hardworking tax-paying citizen. So why should we vote for somebody that wants to make sure that your money is taken care of properly? Why should you vote for somebody that the hard-earned money that you voted, that you got in your pocket, should be taxed and should continuously go for some just dumb shit that they want to spend tax dollars on? When was the
Yeah,
last time tax dollars ever benefited you? Okay, end of that story. You know what I'm saying? You can't answer that. But now, most people that fight for taxes and call rich people dirty and this and that, ask them that same question. There's no reason why almost 50% of your money, if you get up and go to work in America every day, there's no reason why 50% of your money damn near 50% of your money should go to taxes. You get taxed when you earn it. You get taxed when you spend it.
Yep.
It's just ridiculous.
You get taxed all the time, all around.
Absolutely. And then they
your
talk
house
about
is taxed.
that's what I'm saying. Property
Your
is taxed.
income is
Oh
taxed. When you go to the grocery store, it's taxed. Your gas is taxed. Everything is taxed.
And if the United States government didn't have any other way to make money in this country other than tax you, they would be the brokest thing in the world because government cannot manage money. They're not smart enough. When your leadership, that's why Donald Trump gets a bad read because he's a businessman. All right. And when I don't care if it's Donald Trump or anybody else, I want a businessman in the White House. I don't want a politician. Politicians are wasteful spenders. They don't know how to run. When was the last time you seen a president who was up there who was a business owner other than Trump? I'm just saying. None of them. Biden ain't never ran nothing. Nothing. He's been in politics for 50 years. He's never run a corporation. He's never ran a company. So, I mean, I'm just saying, go back. You can look at a bunch of them. They just don't run businesses. And when they don't run businesses, this is the outcome. You get a bunch of crazy spending. You get a bunch of taxes on the people. You get the middle class pay the price for everybody.
Well, the bottom line, I know it's almost time for you to get out of there. The bottom line is everybody has to do their own research and dig deeper than just looking at CNN or what they're saying on the news because it's bigger. It's bigger than that.
It's
because
way
they're
bigger
only
than that.
giving us snippets of things that's happening in the world. You have to kind of dig a little deeper. And even the internet sometimes may not guide you the correct way. You're going to have to do your own searching and reading books. We have to get back to print and actually reading things.
Yep.
Not just listening what people are telling us, because as I stated, they're only feeding us what they want us to hear. And then things go through certain circuits. Yep. Just like the P. Diddy stuff. That stuff, I was like, I don't care about that. But I mean, that ran its course for what, 2 weeks. Yes. Now you don't hear nothing about that. Nope. Now it's Israel and Palestinians in fighting in the college campuses. That'll run its course for about a week or two. Once graduation is over, that'll be gone, and then they'll move on to something else. We have to really do our due diligence of what we're seeing and putting in our mind to make true judgments of how we're going to manage and maneuver through this next phase of politicians or world or whatever we're going through.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You couldn't have said it I couldn't have said that any better. I appreciate you calling in today, Crystal.
All right, take care.
Talk to you, sis.
Bye.
Later. That's Crystal Powell. All I'm going to say to you is this. Pay attention to where your information comes from and what motivates them to do that. Are they just telling you some shit so they can be relevant? Are they telling you something that if it goes that way, they benefit from it some kind of way? I don't think that everybody should think the same. I don't think that we all should agree on everything. But here's one of my things that I generally do, and then I'm going to end it on this. I pay attention with how people disagree with me. I pay attention with how you and I have a difference of opinion on something. How do you handle it? That's how I pay attention to people. Like when you make me out to be the bad guy or make me out to be a derogatory, like you make my name or you make me out to be the bad guy, or you have to use things like Trumpster, MAGA Trumpster, all that old goofy ass shit because of how I'm thinking or where I'm at with my life or what I'm coming up with. You got to use devices and division and all that old type of shit for me to be wrong. But you can never make your point and just stand on it. You can never say something about anything without adding dirt to it just to solidify what you're saying about the other person. Do you understand what I'm saying? They can never just say it and stand on it and just back up like, there it is. There go my recipe right there. Taste it. They always got to say, you know what? Here's what I say. Here's my recipe. Now taste it. Now it ain't going to be as soggy as his. It ain't going to be as burnt on the sides as his. It ain't going to be this of his as his as his as his. Whenever you have to bring somebody else into your argument to make your point must not be strong. Because you don't really want them focusing in on your shit. You want them focused in on the derogatory. You want them focused in on the negative. You don't want them focused in on how great your shit is. Pretty clear to me. I can't have a debate with somebody about they man, like they guy. If I debated somebody about Biden, they would have to bring up Trump. They can't stick with their guy. They can't say, well, this is Biden, and we're going to have a Biden conversation. They have more Biden conversations where? Show what black platform in the city of Cincinnati talk about Biden all day? Who do they talk about all day? 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours of Donald Trump. But they can't talk about they man. Well, they can. They can say some shit like, well, Biden, look how strong he doing us. Look what he's doing for the people. When your flight is delayed, he got it where now we all can get a full refund. I don't know how you move, sir, but I can get a full refund if shit ain't going right for me when I'm doing business. I don't care who I spend my money with. I can get a full refund if they don't provide a service for me. I don't need the government to get me a refund. I don't need that. You dependent ass, thinking ass mother. I can't do it no more. Peace and love to everybody, man. I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember, I'm out Wednesday and Thursday. I'll see you guys on Friday. Peace and love.
50 Ferrari F50. Shorty, you ain't gotta take it all. Just move to the side. If you wanna ride on the roller coaster, baby, come on and ride. It go up and down and round and round. Stand up or get on the floor. It's on tonight. I know what you like. I know just how to. Good evening, ladies. I tell you from the start, I'm hoping you enjoy my amusement park. There's lots of activities, fun things to do, and I'll find my pleasure in pleasing you. Some rides go fast, some rides go slow. You fear heights when I go. It tastes so sweet, that sticky cotton candy. We get carried away, we be starting a family. It's a perfect time for a magic trick. Girl, you know it's no fun without the magic stick. Now watch me, as I pull a rabbit out of hat, then you can use the all over your applause. Now that's the first half of my act. Started out a pimp, now I'm more like a Mac. I don't need your paper, just don't with my stacks.
Oh, it's like that?
Yeah, it's like that. You ain't gotta take it all, just move to the side. If you wanna ride on the roller coaster, baby, come on and ride. It go up and down and round and round. Stand up or get on the floor. It's on tonight. I know what you like. I know just how to. Now you can put the horse around the carousel. Explosions all in the hotel. Put me to the test, girl, I don't fail. I work it out, without a doubt. There's plenty water rides, I'm sure to get you in the pop. Hey, it's considered an art. Throw a hoop around the bottle, I'll be a teddy bear. Whatever color you like, you know I don't care. I really wanna thank you for attending this affair. Not gonna encourage your friends to come have fun here. I smile when I speak, but I'm being sincere. And your past is valid all summer, my dear. So at your convenience, you can always return. There's so many tricks to the trade you should learn. That lollipop, forget that did not stop. I take it all, just move to the side. If you wanna ride on the roller coaster, baby, come on and ride. It go up and down and round and round. Stand up or get on the floor. It's on tonight. I know what you like. I know just how to.